I wanted to make this video just covering IWM, specifically the Russell, because I think that what we saw today was one of the most important days, or at least is setting up to be one of the most important weeks of the entire year, especially if we really want to believe that this bull market is real. And here's why. Because if we're looking at IWM, which is just a representation essentially of the Russell, it's just an ETF, represents the 2,000 stocks in the Russell. We see that today we are up 1.71%. And I'm actually going to go look at just the regular daily kind of here, what we saw as the move. We saw this thing get to 2 standard deviations above the mean, as well as it did break above its 5-day moving average, which you don't think that that's a big deal. And I don't really think it's a big deal, but it is important when you see the 1 day, the 5-day, the 15-day, the 1 month, the 3 month, and the 6 month all go positive at the same time. That is a big signal. And then if you add in that it has a short-term go long signal, which I would need at least an intermediate term or a longer term one, which we don't have. But we see that this thing is now bullish, bullish, bullish across the board in all three categories for short term, intermediate term, and long term. We look over here at the rolling sentiment. And again, I know that you don't have any idea what I'm talking about here because I built this for myself, but I believe every trader should have their own process. If you're interested, I do have a course. Go check out the New High newsletter. You can build your own version of this if you'd like. What we're looking at here essentially is that the falling bear looks like it's going to turn over. And what I mean is that usually the type of sentiment moves that you're going to see is you're going to rest around 50%. This is probably on the 23-day. This is at 53% tomorrow. And this is at 62% because this is representative of the 10-day. And today was a big day for the IWM, specifically thinking about it being up, again, 1.71% on a Monday. The volume was actually very low. Maybe this could be a little glitch in Google for right now. We'll find out tomorrow. But I do see that on the third, we did have only 14 million shares traded. So that is incredibly low as well. What we're looking at here, though, is potentially a setup for at least something to go a little bit higher for a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and do the quick review. We're just going to look at the chart. I mean, if you look at the chart, what do you say here? That doesn't look like you're at least setting up for a range. You're not down in the 170s. You're in the 180s. It looks like you could break out above here, probably above like what? Probably in the 190s. Your sentiment doesn't look too much. Your volume's pretty low. Your volatility is falling and the correlation is falling, so it looks very good. You're getting to the top of the range, but it is a very tight range there. And then if you look even on the ultra fast sentiment, we're barely at 54%. So you could go to 60. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? I'll talk to you soon.